So for my to be determined project, I decided to make another CS:GO map because I felt comfortable using the Hammer editor after going through my FPS um, project, and also I just wanted to see if how things will pan out if I made another CS:GO map. So for this CS:GO map, I decided to focus on making a much smaller map and one in which where players on T side and on CT side, when they're playing through the map and when they're having gunfights with each other, things are more sort of centralized, in one location, I guess, and moving around the map is also a fairly quick, a lot faster and stuff like that. So, um, I went with the standard four square layout, where CTs spawn here. This sort of dock or closer to the piers area, and then T's would spawn here, and then you have your bomb site A, which is right here, a little overview of it, and then bomb site B right here, and then you have your general mid area. So I guess we can start with bomb site A. So for bomb site A, I added a fair amount of cover system, so CTs can hide here behind this box here, maybe even go up onto this platform here for a little verticality down here in this little nook area. And then there's also this alleyway where you know the CTs or Ts, they can jump up in here, over here, and then play this position like so. And then that leads to, I guess I'll just go over here, which is a storage area. Really nothing special about it, but it's just like another room. And then this is the general mid area for CTs. They would sort of look down here. And then this is the kitchen room, if you will. And then back down these stairs, which is the CT spawn. And then, so for B, we walk into this market building here, and then this is B site. So again, fairly a good amount of cover system. That is where the T's would come from. And then have this box here as well. And I made, so from my top-down drawing, originally I had sort of an elevated ramp instead of this sort of mini building or mini hut here that would go up, and I decided to change that a bit just because I sort of had a different idea as I was building the level, and I just wanted to see how this would sort of pan out, through playtests and stuff. So if my playtesters generally feel that this isn't in the way of everything else on B site, then, and if they generally seem to enjoy it, then I might leave this in. If not, then I might change it, and I might scrap it and then build the elevated ramp area, but we'll see how that goes. But then if we go back to this market area here, you have your little doorway here, and then a window that you can sort of crouch jump and then get through. There's also a second floor up here, which is sort of the storage area of the market, where there's a window here, and then you can, rather than looking out at B, you can look out at CT. So this is more sort of for the terrorists. Once they get B control and then they go out to market, they can sort of get up to the second floor and then sort of hold the position here. But yeah, And then, so for B, that's where the terrorists would come from. I also added this area here, which is sort of the connector to mid. So again, this is the sort of mid window for CTs. And then you have this little connector that leads to B site here. So let's look at this from the T side. So if I'm a terrorist, I spawn here, I buy whatever I have to buy for the round, and then if I want to go to B, I would go this way into here, and then that's B right there. So I added a door that's interactable. You can open and close it, and I also added windows. So once I shoot, this window here would shatter. Likewise here as well. And then players can jump through or use the door like civilized people. But I just wanted to add, play with windows, play with doors more, because in my first FPS project I didn't have windows, so I just want to explore that, see what I can do with windows, make it more engaging for the players. I added some cover systems with dumpsters, some benches, so it's not just plain. And then this is if T side, if I'm a terrorist and I want to go mid, I would just come up here, and then that's the mid window, that's the connector to B. I can even jump across here just to get to this little small hut area, just for a little cover. And then this is there's like a little farmer's market area. Decided to add that just because I felt that it was a unique design decision, other than having like crates and whatnot just lying in the middle. And then hide behind here or here, whatever the situation is in game. But that is to B, and then that is to mid. If I want to go to A, there's actually two ways. I can go right or left. Left is just sort of this little alleyway. I added this trash area here, and then I turn the corner, and then this is A. Or if I wanted to take the longer way, I can go right, and then this is pretty nice, arch area just to play around with. This is like a construction area, underground area, and then this is A site here. So this way would probably be A main, and then where T's come from, and then this area would be A long, or construction, whatever you want to call it. But just making sure, while I was designing this, making sure that there were multiple ways for both teams to enter a site, specifically T's, as you saw, A main and A long, if you will. CTs, you have the standard CT spawn, they would come through here, or if they were in mid, and then my teammate yells, "Oh no, they're coming A!" I can just come out here and then help out my teammates here with this little alley. And then for B, it's sort of a bit more, I guess, constraint, where there's not a lot of options as there is with A. A is more open, B is more compact. So entering B site, you have your standard CT spawner market where they come from, and then for T's, you have this area here, and then again with the connector to mid. So I want to make a more simpler map, compared to my FPS level, where that was, I would say, fairly larger, and there was a lot more going on. There were a lot more, pathways to get around the map, to get into enter sites. Um, I added a temporary skybox. It doesn't really fit with the whole theme of the level, I'd say, just because it's supposed to be taking place, in the piers, where this is water. So I haven't really figured out how to get water to actually look like water yet, but it's there for now temporarily. Players can even go down here under the bridge. I added a lot of props just to set that mood and tone for the level. Added props that I felt were appropriate and thematic. You have a lot of barrels going on. But this is generally the layout of my map. I hope I added a lot of verticality or gave the players a lot of verticality options. They can go up second floor here. You add the whole, this platform. I really like this platform. It's nothing big, but it's different, I'd say, compared to obstacles you'd see on like Dust 2. But yeah, my focus on this map was making it a smaller map, still with that competitive or community competitive feeling. But yeah, again, it would be played for the standard bomb defusal mode, 5v5. But yeah, that is my gray box for this iteration. Just gonna end it off with an overall overview of the map.